Welcome back to part six with Jay and me, Jeff. Obviously, you've got a coaching training session very shortly, is that
right? Got a couple of one-to-ones, Jeff, take the kids.
So I won't pick your brains any longer, but listen, through all this experience, we were talking about around the world, so you've been around the world being a coach.
Yeah, just last year, just before all the COVID stuff that happened, I went to the Czech Republic, which was absolutely amazing experience. Just two coaches, we went out there, me and Chris Owens from Liverpool, he's a goalie coach in the academy. Went out there, stayed in the top hotels, worked with top people, really enjoyed that. Just before that though, I went to Gran Canaria.
Okay.
And it was David Silvers who played for City.
Yes.
It was his old club. He just built a brand new 4G pitch there. And we had kids coming from all over the show, and you could hear the sea crashing against the wall. And you're just in this sun. I'd love to coach abroad. It was just lovely sunshiny days.
So
and just
what's 4G? Not the towers, not the phone, is it?
No, it's the the rubber in there.
Oh, the grains.
Yeah, it's that.
The AstroTurf.
Yeah, it's not like when we played on that felt stuff. It's like proper.
To get Spains though, to get.
Yeah, you're not meant to, but if you go in good style, you show my slide tackles. Yeah, it's no good.
Loads of Bains, right up.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing experience. So this is what's happening. Football's all around the world. What was it? Because you translate, with it, like say the Czechs, or was it English or?
Yeah, when you're doing your session, you have two of their coaches who work with you and a translator.
Okay.
So if the kids can't speak English, you'd say something and then you'd have to stop. And then the translator says something.
Get a translator, eh?
Yeah.
You need them in the King's regiments. So from there, what's this about the Blue Lagoon you were going on?
I went to Iceland, I went to a place in Iceland, Reykjavik, and we stayed in a lovely place. This girl, Hannah, puts all the coaches up. We stayed there. And you coach in different places all around Iceland. And then there was a day trip to the Blue Lagoon where you go in, volcanic place, and they put this face mask on you and a robe and all that, and you go in and it's red hot and all the minerals, you come out a bit orangey.
Yeah.
Then you get showered, but you have a wash and you wash the face, but you feel like $1 million.
Ooh, yeah, the Blue Lagoon, eh? That's one for the when all this COVID's finished, then it's a good little place to go, And this is what we're trying to say. The football has just opened a lot of opportunities for you.
I've been to like Denmark, Norway, every year before COVID, but 9 times out of 10 you go to Norway. And the Norwegians, Scandinavian, they're absolutely beautiful people. They are beautiful people. The place where the little towns you go to, I've even seen the Northern Lights up in the top, Tromsø up at the top, which is basically near Russia.
That's on my bucket list. That's to see the swales.
Oh yeah, you're just looking at it and thinking, wow, I've seen it, and then you see the fjords. Just seeing the fjords. I remember it was quite cold one day. It was a little bit of snow come down, and it was just this football team was just built into a mountain with a 4G pitch. And all the parents are all watching the kids, and I'm going, it's not very, I haven't seen much scene. And the fella going, Jason, you come with me. And we went over the back of these rocks like that, and then you just opened, and you could just see the mountains and the fjords, and I was just like gobsmacked.
So a football pitch was built inside the fjords?
Into the mountain.
So that's how passionate they are with it. So quickly, I'm going to pick your brains randomly. Just dive in. What's the best goal you've ever seen?
Best goal? At amateur level. Amateur level, that's to be Paul Casey's up at Adder Park.
Paul Casey,
yeah. Pank, his name's Pank. And he scored from in his own half, and he knew what he was doing, and he later played for me. But it wasn't just a one-off; he'd done it about 3 times.
Who was you playing for then?
He was playing for the Woodchurch. I think we were playing a stirrup and a friendly up the park.
The derby, yeah.
Yeah, and he was about 6 foot, the goalie, John, and he like absolutely.
So he's in his own half, and he's turned, as they say.
And he's just looked up and seen him off his line and just done him.
Lobbed him,
yeah.
Woo. So that's about 60 yards.
Yeah, but unbelievable. But he never done it once. That's what done it. He's done it about 3 times. I seen him do it.
So the keeper felt duped, yeah. Nothing worse than being lobbed as a keeper, isn't it?
Not when you're 6'8".
Change your percentage, change your progression. I pick your brains again. Being a footballer, who's your favourite footballer? Who's the best footballer you've ever seen all your life?
I was a big Kenny Dalglish had to be my idol.
Not a red.
Kenny Dalglish, growing up, he was the biggest player for Liverpool. I actually met him with Lee Noble. His dad Glenn Noble took us over. I've seen him at Melwood. He had friends with Craig Johnson or something.
Okay.
And I've got a picture of that as well. And he was just my idol. He was just, as I was growing up, Kenny Dalglish. And then he later got into the management as well.
And look what he's done there as a player manager, because you were a player manager as well.
Yeah, sure.
How did you find that, being a player manager? You know, like you'd have to say to someone, and you're managing while you're playing.
Yeah,
it's hard. You know,
it is difficult because when you don't see the game as well as you do on the line, and you can see different things because you're just stuck to your position and you're playing the game, so you're not focusing on everything else.
Especially if you make a booby. Come on, you're supposed to be the manager.
I just give it to someone else and let them make it.
Give and go.
Yeah, give and go.
Give and go.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, as I said, your ambitions, because at the moment you say you've still got ambition in this.
Yeah, I'd like to do the pro licence and be full time in football. You know, I think that's the biggest thing. I'd like to be full time in football, doing what I love, and I've still got that. Even though I'm getting a little bit older now, I've still got the ambition and the drive to maybe manage again or be an assistant manager somewhere, but with a high level club.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, obviously your local Wirral, how about Trammy? Because is that in your sights?
Trammy would be brilliant if we got there. I think more Danny Holmes and happy as assistants.
There you go, bigging up Trammy, right? Because that's your local sort of like we can see players going into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did you have any trouble with Trammy, you were saying about?
With the academy finishing? Yeah, it was a traumatic time. It was a very upsetting time, you know, because obviously Trammy had come out the Football League and they went, and that's when the academy got disbanded, and it hurt a lot of people who worked for the football club. It was a hard time for everyone, and especially the kids who all got released then, and it wasn't a very nice time, that, Jeff. It was traumatic,
Yeah, just a lot of faith and a lot of hope goes, because
and kids have got that vision of getting into the first team, and then
Well, you said before about academies being the winning formula, because you know, Manchester United with the days when Nicky Butt and Beckham and Scholes, and they come from academies, so that's inspiring.
But that's what inspired us to start Elite then. So when Sammy finished, Danny started doing one-to-ones. He got me involved in the one-to-ones. Then we started doing summer camps. Then we started doing group sessions on Sundays. And then we've now got squads, and we take them into academies. And I think we've got something like 20 players over the last 3 years have gone into the academy structure.
So really, you're like a scout as well. I mean, you're scouting for players, because if you see the potential, you could put them through to these academies.
Yeah, and we go and play our squad teams go and play 2 or 3 games around different academies every month, so other academies can say so there's a pathway.
So any fathers or mothers are watching this and the sons are any good, how would they go about contacting you?
We're on all social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
and it's called Elite
Player Development.
Elite Player Development, EPD.
Yeah.
Great stuff, Jay. It's been a pleasure to have you on, by the way.
Jeff, it's been great to see you again.
And is there anything that you want to add?
Just on the Elite side, if any kids are interested in coming along, feel free to come along and get involved in the session. Football's for everyone. Yeah. It's for everyone, and that's the biggest thing.
Brilliant. Thank you very much from me, Jeff Hollerhead, and Jay Aldcroft. Been a great experience, and I hope knowledgeable as well. Take care. Ta-ra.